stop and have a good time. I'ma be up in here having some God time, and you're good and the genuine. Like illumination, illumination. You light up my life like you lit up creation. Won't let me drown, you're my flotation. Won't let me thirst, cause you're my hydration. So I'ma do a dance in your arms. This love is gonna last in your arms. You're everything to me, everything I need, everything I wanna be, JC.
You got me like, oh, and I'll never stop giving my all. You got me like, oh, and yeah, you make me feel so alive, alive, alive.
Never gonna need another reason. Who you are is reason enough. You're God of all eternity in heaven above. Your joy is strong, your love goes on and on and on and on and on. So I'ma come in your gates, thanks, courts, praise. I would never wanna be any other place. In your vicinity is where I will stay. You're good when it's frosty and good in the blaze. You're good in the darkness and good in the day. You're good all the time, what else can I say? You're worthy of even the highest of praise. So every day, hey, praise to the left, praise to the left, praise to the right, praise to the right, praise to the front, praise to the front, praise to behind, praise to behind, praise to the left, praise to the left, praise to the right, praise to the right, praise to the front, praise to the front, praise to behind, praise to behind, praise to the left, praise to the right, praise to the front, praise to behind, praise to the left, praise to the right, praise to the front, praise to behind, praise to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the front, to behind, to the left, to the right, to the
You
front,
got me like, oh, and yeah, you make me feel so alive. You got me like, oh, and I'll never stop giving my all. Just thinking how blessed I'm. This is the best time to show the world I'm crazy about you. You got me like, oh, and yeah, you make me feel so alive, 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 alive.
When I'm in the roughest water, I won't go under, I won't drown. When I'm in over my head, I know that you won't let me down. When I'm broken and down to nothing, I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. Even through the deepest valley, you go before me, you are here. For I know you'll never leave me. Your love surrounds me, I won't fear. When I'm broken and down to nothing, I know
All right, here's what I want you guys to do. Raise your hand if you would say that you love school. Raise your hand. Okay. Quite a few hands going up, not too many. How many of you just don't like school? You'd rather not be at school? Okay, a lot more hands going up there. The reality is, I don't know if you realize this though, is you spend most of your waking life here at school. Did you know that? The rest of your time, you're either hanging out with your family at home or you're sleeping. And so I want to ask you this question. Who are you when you're here? Who are you when you're at school? Are you different than where you're sitting right now at church? Are you different at church than you are out in the rest of the world? I want you to think about that question as we go to this week's episode of Witness, Rise of the Way.
In the near future, freedom is on the decline. The New World Army has taken over the world. But all is not lost. A young group of radical revolutionaries brings hope to turn the tide of darkness. Some may call them the church, but they call themselves the Way.
How exactly do I not break up? They just closed down the church.
They closed down a building. A building is not a church. We are the church. We need to love each other.
Over here.
Okay. All right, be careful.
To the young, the New World Army thanks you for your cooperation.
Revolutionary leader Arthur Rhodes was finally arrested. With information gained from his capture, security forces expect to capture remaining members of the Way within hours.
They got roads. They got roads. What are we supposed to do now? They've got roads.
It could all be a lie. Lieutenant Gage said the New World Army is known for spreading false information.
Yeah, but the same guy was trying to arrest us 2 days ago.
I believe he's changed. He could have captured us all at once. Why just take Rhodes?
I don't know, mind games?
No, Foster, think. Rhodes said this happened before, right? So the answer has to be somewhere in the Bible.
Well, then find an answer. Why'd you stop reading? What did you just read?
Nothing. I think we should stay here until we figure something else out.
Okay, ideas. We could contact the other Way members. Maybe we could just go to a safer place. We could find someplace so underground that mole people live there. Let's see here. Of course, it's password protected. So I guess our only option is to stay here.
We do have enough food to last us for at least a month. We could wait it out, see if things get better.
That's all we can do. It's Rhodes! Yes! Nope.
Who is it? Who's out there?
About to find out.
Oh.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Oh yeah? Where's Rhodes? What'd you do with Rhodes?
I didn't do anything. Once we got to the broadcast booth, we got separated. There were too many of them. We didn't stand a chance.
Oh yeah? How did you make it out?
Rhodes gave himself up so that I could get away.
Why would he do that? Why?
Because that's the kind of person he is. He gives himself up for others.
Okay. Did you at least complete the mission?
He did sneak me this before he got caught. We can try again.
Why? So we can get caught too? No thanks.
There's something else I need to show you. Rhodes told me you need to see this.
No, if it involves a computer, you can't have it.
I'm not gonna do anything. Please, just hear me out.
Fine. It's password protected anyways.
Hello. If you're watching this, it means that I'm captured. But don't worry. No matter what happens to me, God is still in control. The world is becoming worse and worse. Hope is needed more than ever. If I'm gone, you need to leave this shelter. Take the things that you've learned and share them with the world. Because if you stay here, you're only serving yourself. It's imperative that you get this out to the world. I've been protecting it here way too long. Find a way to share it with the world. Now, I'm in the process of copying the words from this Bible onto my computer. But that's not the end. There was a man named August Marshall. Some people call him the scribe. Get the Bible to him. He'll know what to do. The message of Jesus is way too powerful to stop. Now, in the coming days, there's going to be seekers and storytellers, people who will help you get his message out. But only if you take a chance and leave the shelter. When courage rises, hope spreads.
I still don't want to go out there.
Don't worry. I'll show you where to go. Do you have any more flash drives?
Yeah, in my bag.
Perfect. We'll each take a drive and split up. It's only a matter of time before this shelter's found out. But they won't be able to catch all of us.
Lieutenant Gage is right. By splitting up, we can cover more ground.
Are you serious? You want us to split up?
That's what I read in the Bible. It's what the early church did. You see, when the armies went after them, the church scattered. And by doing that, they were able to spread the message more quickly. Paul, the guy who turned good and joined the church, he was one of the leaders spreading the message. Look at this. He traveled through half the known world. He was preaching everywhere. Look at all the places that he went. In each city he went to, he planted more churches. And before they knew it, Christianity was everywhere.
But it still sounds dangerous.
No more dangerous than when they did it. If God helped them, he can help us.
We need to get moving.
Look, it's gonna be okay. We've already gotten a lot further than we ever thought.
I just don't think I'm ready.
Do you think the early church was ready? No one's ready. That's why we lean on God.
I don't know.
Think of the stories we're gonna have. It's gonna give people hope. It's gonna let people know that God's real.
The drives are ready. It's time.
Before we go, we should pray. It's what Rhodes would do. God, lead us into the world. Help us to spread your message to whoever needs it.
Please give us strength and wisdom. And thank you for everything you've done and everything you're going to do. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Look, here's a map. I've circled safe zones. There you'll find people friendly to the cause where the army is weaker. They won't trust me there.
If you meet someone, draw this symbol.
And if they're believers, they'll finish it like this.
Okay, let's go.
Good luck, guys.
This week, in the final week, we watched as a group finally left the shelter. They knew that they couldn't stay put and couldn't keep gathering together if they wanted to get out and spread the word. They needed to get out if they wanted to make a difference, and that's exactly what they did. Here's the thing. Coming to church isn't something you do to check it off your list, like, all right, I went to church this week. You come to church so that you can grow in your faith, so that you can strengthen your faith, so that when you're not here at church, You can be a Christian and live the life Jesus intended you to live out there in the places you spend most of your time. So let me ask you, how do you do with that? Do your friends at school, do your friends that you hang out with outside of school, wherever, do they know that you're a Christian? Do they know that you're a Christian because you say you are? Do they know that you're a Christian because of the way you act? You actually act like a Christian? Or would you say that when you're not at church, when you're out in the places that you're at most, nobody really knows that you're a Christian because you leave it all in church? You should go to church there where you're at right now so that you can be the church here where you spend most of your time with your friends, with your family, at school. Don't just gather there. Go and scatter here. Look at what it says in the Bible. In Acts 8, verse 1, 3, and 4, it says this: "A great wave of persecution began that day, sweeping over the church in Jerusalem, and all the believers, except the apostles, were scattered throughout the region of Judea and Samaria. But Saul was going everywhere to destroy the church. He went from house to house, dragging out both men and women to throw them into prison. But the believers who were scattered preached the good news about Jesus wherever they went." We just read that the people of the early church were being thrown into jail for what they believed. And the Christians, they still went out and scattered all over the world to share the good news of Jesus Christ, even though their lives were being threatened. If we truly want to be the church, then that means we have to be willing to step out and scatter. And we're not even threatened with being put into prison. See, being the church out into the world looks like telling your friends about what God's doing in your life. It's about sharing Jesus with people who are willing to listen. It's about helping your friends and other people who want to know, help them understand what it really means to be a Christian. So go out and scatter into your schools, with your friends, when you're hanging out with your family, and share the good news of Jesus with whoever is willing to listen, because that is what the church does.
You're doing a new thing, making my heart sing, bringing color to this brand new day. It's never been clearer, you draw me nearer. You're always with me and you're here right now. My song, a melody, your perfect love for me. My heart is full of praise. Your love, it makes a way. And I give you my hallelujah, hallelujah for all my days. Jesus, take my hallelujah, hallelujah, I give you praise. You're doing a new thing, making my heart sing, bringing color to this brand new day. It's never been clearer, you draw me